What's up, everybody? It's Meredith, Shirk training. We've got a GoPro, we've got a pool, we've got people helping us. This is gonna be an awesome pool workout for you guys. So I've got an underwater camera for you that I'll have my point of view. What we're gonna do is run through some exercises with Kristen and Gabby, and that way you guys can see pool workouts. You can see what to do, exercises to do, even if you're just in a tiny little bit of water. It doesn't need to be a huge pool. You just need to be about, I don't know, maybe waist, a little bit higher than waist deep, and then you're good to go. So let's roll through all these exercises. If you guys don't have a pool, use these types of movements and the essence of what I'm telling you outside of the water too. It's pretty much the same movements, it's just keeping your core tight, making sure that you are really utilizing the muscles that we're trying to focus on, not just doing a movement and thinking that you're working out at the same time. So the first thing we're gonna do is just jumping. So 2 feet together, jumping, right? So you can see, good, good, good. Now you're gonna have your feet together and toes pointed. Yep, as you jump up, you're gonna point those toes, good. Jump up and point those toes. Good, 10 seconds, good. Now you can go a little bit wider, and what you're gonna do is touch your feet together as you come up. Good, jump and touch your feet. So as you're coming up to jump and touch your feet, you're touching here. Jump and touch, jump and touch, jump and touch. Good, good, good. A little bit harder than it looks, good. Let's go a couple more, good, nice work. All right, take a rest now. Now your hands are out, perfect positioning. So you're gonna do is just go forward and backward with your hands. Nice and easy, forward and back, yep, good job. Forward and back with those hands. Just keep moving them forward and back. You wanna keep your hands a little bit open, not cupped, but almost like the air bubbles can get caught in between your fingertips. Forward and back. You're gonna feel it in the front of your shoulders and also in your triceps. So you're pulling. Make sure your core is tight here. Same kind of movement pattern. Sit down into that squat, same thing. And you're gonna feel yourself a little bit harder because we're in the pool, so when you push, that water is kind of pulling you off balance. So make sure you're really solid in your core and your feet are on the ground. Now you're gonna do is forward and then cut backwards with your hand. So you're pushing forwards and then you're cutting backwards. Push and cut, good. Push and cut. As you're doing this, make sure when you're pushing, you pull that rib cage together as you extend out. As you pull back, you're really tightening up the back of your arms, which is your triceps. Good, let's go 5 more, 5, good, up and down, pull, 4, good, 3, pull your shoulders away from your ears, keep your neck nice and loose. Good, let's go 1 more, and then you're gonna switch direction. Okay, so now you're gonna go push, cut, right? Push back and then cut forward. Push back and cut forward, good. Push back and cut forward. Think about these movements as part of your core. So as you're pushing from that center point in your stomach, right? So your arm is just a conduit of your body, and it's not anything, you're not doing an arm movement, you're doing a body movement. Think about it like that, good. Really think about really locking in your arms. Next, you're just going out and in, out and in, out, in, out, in. So you're pushing the water out and pushing it in, keeping your hands inside the water so that you have resistance. So as you push up, it's like a lateral raise, you push in a little bit more of your chest. Out and in, good, nice. Keeping those legs nice and loose, and you can even bounce, out and in, out, in, out, in. Now we're doing like 80-step clap, right? Out, in, good. Keep going, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and down, good. Now, a little bit more advanced, what I want the girls to do is pick up your legs off the ground, and you're gonna be, for about 5 seconds, just trying to keep yourselves up with your arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down, rest. How did that feel?
Oh yeah,
a little bit harder, right? So you really want to tuck in your knees, and if you can only do it for 2 seconds, 2 seconds is fine. You're gonna think about when you're tucking your knees, make sure my butt doesn't get wet. When you tuck your knees up and you're moving, it's really small movements is what's gonna actually get you to stay up off the ground. If you're doing really big ones, you're just gonna be, whoa, kind of going back and forth, fighting yourself. Small movements with your arms actually keeps you in place, almost like a neutral movement. So let's try it one more time for 5 seconds. Really tuck those knees up, get the hands moving, 5, good, 4, 3, 2, good, 1, and down. Nice job. Now we're gonna move over to stairs. So you guys have stairs or even the edge of the pool, either one. I prefer stairs just because it keeps you a little bit lower. You do is have your hands in the water, okay, hands on the step. What you do is just slight little kicks. What you wanna do with your feet is point them and your toes stay underneath the water, and you tighten up your core and you're moving from your center point in your hips. So as you kick, it's a lot of core a lot of legs. Now the girls are gonna transition into a frog kick, okay? So it's like a breaststroke kick. So out and then comes up and together. Out, up, together. Out, up, together. Good. Out, up, together. Really feel like your inner thighs are working, even your IT bands on the outside as you pull everything in. Good. 5 more, 5, good. Take a big breath. 4, 3, nice. 2, and last one, 1. Good. Standing now. You guys are gonna flip over and you're gonna sit on the side of the edge now. So you can sit on the side of the pool, you can sit on the steps, and you can do that same motion of kicking. So it's like a pushing, pulling motion. First, we're kicking and we're fighting against going forward, and now we're fighting against coming backwards. So you really have to use your legs, use your core to keep your legs just slightly underneath the water. It's almost like doing a sitting pike. Good. So as we're doing this, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more so you can see everything that I am talking about when you're moving your legs. You really wanna make sure that when you're moving those legs and you're finding yourself pushing through your knee. You're not bending so much of the knee as a conduit of your hip. Motion through those legs. Good, nice. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and down. Good, rest. Sitting, take a big breath. Good job. Now, forward and back, sitting, right? So your hands coming forward and back, forwards and backwards, just in that seated position. So the key is to keep yourself in the same spot. Good, just like that, Gabby. Forwards and back with your hands. Forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. So you're sitting, keeping your chest and shoulders up and your shoulders back as you roll through this exercise. A lot in your core, and you'd think because we don't have gravity, it would be easier, but because we don't have gravity, it's also harder when you push against it. Good, 3 more, 3, 2, and last one's always the best one. 1, good. Come to a standing position. And that's it. Those are your easy pool exercises. I know it might be a little bit more than you guys had bargained for in terms of your pool exercises, but I know that Gabby and Kristen loved it and they're gonna get super ripped from doing this now. So make sure you guys hop in your pool, use these movements and use all of your core stability movements here in the water and in life. Make sure you subscribe, like the video. I'll see you guys on the next one.